Hey guys. So, I kind of always, oh, welcome to my abode, by the way. Got the bong, ingested coffee, just the setup I got temporarily in my crazy world over here. But right now, I just got this new MetaQuest, and I'm thinking, it's an interesting experience. Maybe I can show you guys, what Tourette syndrome is like in a way for me. So, you can see it in the camera. You can kind of hear it. I'm sure. When I'm ticking this bad, I kind of, I guess, do that thing with my nose. I don't even know how to fucking describe it. And I twitch my head a lot like that. And I roll my neck and I have to, kind of. I guess sometimes I have to. It's not that it's a tick. It's just that sometimes my back just feels better when I stretch it, and every now and then my solar plexus will pop, and it scares the shit out of people. It's freaking hilarious. Lordy. But yeah, so just imagine it from my point of view. Right now the Saturn's down, coil ignition coil on cylinder two that went out. Um, so can't be having fun right now. We're getting our first nice weather out here. It was like freaking 60 degrees the other day. It was extremely nice today, and I looked for a coil because I found out this morning about my car's coil problem. I went and just started pulling coils while it was idling, as shitty as it was idling. So at first I thought I tripped the security. I thought I tripped myself out of it. Like if I changed the battery, and when I did that, the car. So basically, what happened? Point A to point B. I get in my car with my dogs. We go make a badass run down the highway. I probably take it up to buck 34, which isn't abnormal. And then I that was did a couple pulls, came back home, pulled it in the driveway and stopped. Shut shut it off, let it idle for a little, for a few minutes, just checked a few things, then shut it off. And then yeah, so the next day I go out to get in it and I fire it up and get ready for fun. And the sumbitch just goes vroom, vroom, vroom. It's just so it's just idling, and then all of a sudden it goes vroom, 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 vroom. I'm like, well, that cannot be good at all. And I knew it wasn't gonna fucking restart, so I restart and vroom, and I just like fucking sitting there starting. I'm like, dude, I'm not gonna burn my fucking motor out or my starter up. So I don't, I'm not by any means like an advanced mechanic or shit, but like I know what I'm doing in some senses or other. So like I obviously put a new battery in it because when I checked my voltage, the damn thing was only putting out 7.7 volts, and it was not a good battery. It wasn't even right for the car. Um, and if you notice, by the way, when I get focused and I'm in it, you won't see me twitching as much, and that's quite common. Um, yeah, that's why I like making these videos. Yeah, so I got the ignition coil in it now, and or I'm getting the ignition coil in on Tuesday, and today is Monday. It's gonna be nice today too. But I'm getting the ignition coil in it, and then I'm gonna hope that's all that's wrong with it. I really am, because it just doesn't seem. So when it idled, I got it to. So after I replaced the battery, the fucking thing started idling. It started up, cranked, and idled. It was missing like hell. And I knew there was something wrong, so I'm idling I'm checking, no codes, no nothing, no anything. Of course, this dude just replaced the battery. What codes are there gonna be? And so I'm poking around, and then my old man's like, "Hey, have you checked the coils yet?" And I'm like, "Damn it!" I knew it was gonna be that, so I fucking go out, start it up. Thank God it starts. And it's just I'm like, oh god, oh god. But it's idling about 1200 RPM. It's Don't get me wrong, but it's just missing. You can tell. So I pull coil four. The motor damn near dies. Plop. Coil three, same. Coil two, nothing. Coil one, same. it almost dies. So I'm like, okay, coil two is the problem. So I'm gonna put coil two in it, and I'm going to hopefully. I'm pretty sure that's it, but we've got a ration of bad gas going around somewhere up here. Somehow fucking water got in the gas or something. Come the fuck on, man. I just, it's just one freaking thing that I really just don't want that to have happen. And what happens is that I really don't like that happening to my car. So I'm praying like hell that's not what it is, because it's when I go to, so even though it's a coil, it should still throttle up a little bit. I mean, it doesn't want to go much, and I'll give it 50%. So I'm kind of concerned about that after the coil goes in. There may be something else going on, but yeah. So that's kind of been where the Saturn's, what's been going on with the Saturn lately. It's been too cold to work on it. So I'm just doing my thing there and waiting, which you all know is not something I like to do when it comes to cars. I like my shit working, and I like it now. But my ass decided to go with a Saturn. Don't get me wrong, man. Those cars are great. Every little problem I've come across, I've managed to fix for damn near next to nothing on my own. I think the only thing I had happen was the fuel pump went out. I had them put a new fuel pump in it. I took it to my shop that I was working at the time. My boss and me put a new fuel pump in it. And yeah. So I'm praying like hell something's not wrong there, because Ed was not exactly. So let me tell you a little story about Ed. This is funny. So I have Tourette syndrome. Just a little brief entry into this. Nobody wants you selling them things on the showroom floor. Nobody wants that, because you're doing this, and people think you're fucking whacked out on crack or something, dude. They don't know that you have Tourette syndrome. So that drives customers away. Can't be having that. Financial loss. Hey, throw me in the back. I can lift. I can move. I've been dealing with back pain for longer than you probably even been alive anyway. So I can't be having that. What if Mr. Johnny Tourette syndrome drops a fucking box? Insurance. Can't be having that. So that's been my experience with things. I have not ever received a public job. But so anyways, I go to Ed's because I'm Googling shops around. I'm trying to get into one. I find this place and I go over there and I Google, I'm working there, and it's 6 months. 6 months in, this guy's been verbally abusing me for so fucking long. I damn near couldn't take it anymore. And we got into it, and I told him basically just to take the job and shove it. And things cooled off. And a week later, I brought a part in for him to work on my old Solstice. And I walk in the back door, come in the office, and Ed's here, right in the front. Tim is here. He goes, "Hey, Grant." That's my name, by the way. I don't really care who knows it. There's a million Grants. He goes, "Hey, Grant." I'm like, "What's up, Ed?" He goes, "Hey, this is my wife. She's a cunt. You can fucking deal with her." And then just looks at me. I'm like, and she's just like, and my jaw's fucking dropped at this point. Yeah. And I just didn't know what the fuck to do. I literally called her back like a day later and said, "I'm sorry, I didn't say something to him." And she thanked me for not. But that was a fucking. So anyways, 6 months later, I go in and I'm like, "Hey, I'm willing to give you another shot if you're willing to give me another shot." That's how people, it's just how it works. So anyways, 6 months into that, he's verbally abusing the shit out of me again, paying me $5 an hour sometimes. Man, I'm working 70-hour weeks, getting fucking $50 paychecks. But I'm learning more every day about cars, even if he doesn't want to fucking pass it on like he's supposed to. But I'm kind of glad he didn't, because anyways, the main moral of this story is the end of that second 6 month period, we're sitting here. He has a Ford F-150. I think it's like an '04 or some shit that he's working on. We built a motor. We put a motor in this, and I'm not even kidding you. This guy pulled stock fucking pistons out of a damn F-150 motor and fucking took a Dremel to him and had something in his mind where he was going to change the compression ratio. And so let me tell you how this ended out anyways. He fucks with all that, Dremels him down, gets three times for this motor. He gets the wrong fucking lifters, by the way, or push rods. Yeah, you can tell how that fucking went. So anyways, yeah, so he finally gets the shit right on like the fucking fourth or fifth damn try, and he's claiming, I don't know, they must have sent me the wrong shit every damn time, those fuckers. Anyways, so we get the motor in the car, we get all mounted, bolted up and shit, starts, runs. It's what it should be for fucking ones. He takes it up the hill, pulls it up over here, drains the oil. I'm thinking, okay, yeah, that's all right, whatever. Puts old oil in it. Grabs some gallons off the shelf, puts old oil in it, right? And then proceeds to get in the cab, start the motor, and I walk back down the hill. I'm in the garage at this point, and all I hear is vroom, 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 vroom. This fucking dude is sitting there redlining a fucking cold motor with fresh oil. And I go out there and I'm just staring. I know not to question him because he just gets pissed. I'm just staring. I'm like, oh, fuck. Ed, don't. I know how this shit's going to go, bro. So we're sitting there, he calls me up at one point after like two or three. I think it was after the second session where he just sat there and redlined it for probably, I don't know, he just revved it up and let it cool a little bit, revved it up and redlined it, just let it cool. And he probably did that shit for 5 damn minutes straight. Then shut it off, flush the oil, put dirty oil in it. Proceeded to do it again. And on the third time, I was in the cab doing it very uncomfortably, mind you, extremely uncomfortably. And I looked down every second and up and down, because that's where the oil pressure gauge is. And I'm just watching it. I'm just watching it go. I'm like, bro, and I just let off, and he goes, Grant, what the fuck are you doing? And I said, Ed, there's no fucking oil pressure, man. You're gonna blow the motor. And he goes, no, that's just a fucked up sensor. So I straight up got out of the cab. I said, I'm not doing this, Ed. And he goes, well, fucking go down and change the goddamn oil in that diesel. Yeah, I'm like, okay, bro. Oh my God, I was pissed. I was fucking bent. I just wanted to backhand him. So I go down the hill, start changing the oil. I'm under the fucking truck, I'm finishing up. He did another session, began to do a fourth session. On the it was the fifth session now, which I'm surprised the fucking motor held up. That is. So, anyways, he's just banging on the fucking motor out there the fifth time, and like, I don't know, maybe a third of the way he would have normally done it through. Kaboom! This fucking motor fucking grenades, dude. And I come out the fucking garage. I'm trying not to laugh. You can see how this shit still cracks me up. I'm trying not to laugh because I fucking told his dumbass it was gonna happen. Oh my gosh, okay. I'm sorry, I laugh like an idiot. Oh shit. So that happens. I walk out the garage up the hill. I'm like, Ed, what the fuck happened? And this motherfucker goes, I don't know. I don't fucking know, man. God, sorry. Holy shit, this story just always gets me. Okay. So that shit happens. We're just looking at each other. He said twice, I don't know what the fuck happened, man. And I'm just looking at him. He's got that look. He knew I was right. He's fucking bent. Oh god dang, he was pissed. Can't have the The student be right about something like that. I mean, this guy had an SAE fucking certification on his damn wall from GM and shit. And anyway, I'm sorry, that fucking made my morning. So, so yeah, we got. I knew my place at that point. I was like, you know what? I don't think me and this shop are gonna work anymore. So, I uh, I took my shit and kind of left. Packed up all my tools and just left. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm out of here. Why is my sorry? I'm not being weird. My fucking underwear. I hate this stuff. Not looking. Fucking. Okay. So yeah, that shit was hilarious. I'm getting used to making these full screen VR videos, guys. So it's gonna take some time. But yeah, anyways, that fucking made my whole damn morning. I'm just remembering that story. So this dude straight up did that shit, and I'm like, what the hell? Okay. I must have dropped one. Oh, that's why it says it's down there. So yeah, so that was just fucking hilarious. And I just quit, and I was like, it's time to go. I told him my dad and mom needed me to take care of him, which was true. They're having health, they have health problems and shit. My sisters both walked out. I'm kind of the only one left around here doing anything like that for them. But not getting personal. So, yeah, and it's funny too because the other thing is I went to a shop before that where I used to live and before Ed's, and that guy Ron, oh man, he was a dick. So he's 60 something years old, and this this guy's interesting. He is a fucking whale, by the way, and I'm not being offensive towards obesity or whatever. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying he had health problems and he did not address them. And he was a avid, I mean, fucking day drinker. So he threw words a lot. I didn't make it through that fucking place 2.5 weeks before I said, you know what, Ron, we got into it one day. I said, Ron, fuck you, I'm quitting. And he needed me because his wife had just got done explaining to me like an hour prior in front of him how I was really important at that point because their other guy didn't show up anymore and some shit like that. So then she talks him down in a week, and she calls me back the next morning. She's like, hey man, I know he's blah 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 and all this shit. So we talk about it and she gets me to come back. A week later, I'm working on the oil machine. I do an oil change. His fucking oil sticker printer is messed up. Q is S, R is T, some shit like that. So this fucker's over there. He's been day drinking all fucking day. He's been an asshole. I accidentally misprint one fucking ticket. I'm like, oh shit. And before I can even get those words out, fucking Stalker McGee over here comes up and rams me into the goddamn wall. Fucking then starts saying you fucking calls me a fucking R-tard and shit. And I'm like, dude, I just wanted to fucking, just fucking be like, motherfucker. But I have control. I kept my fucking mouth closed, turned around. I didn't call the police because even though he fucking hit me and pushed me into the damn wall and hit me, I packed up my tools and I just had I just threw them in the back of the SUV and left, I guess. Never went back. So that's been my experience in the mechanic field. Everything I've done my fucking damn self. Don't got much to show for Ed's, except, him trying to teach me how to weld without fucking goggles. I didn't do that. Not an idiot. Oh my gosh. So yeah, there's a little bit about me. I'm going to start making some of these videos, just kind of going back, because it's funny for me. That story about Ed blowing his fucking engine up, thinking, and his whole defense behind that shit, by the way, was he's adjusting it by he's cleaning out carbon deposits and all sorts of good shit, and scrubbing the motor real good. He put tranny fluid in it, by the way. That those last couple times, that wasn't old engine oil. That was used transmission fluid. he put in that fucking motor and then proceeded to beat the shit out of it while it was not under load. So there you go, folks. There's Tales from Grant. Chapter 1, I guess. You get to kind of see what it's like when I'm, twitching like this and shit. I've had too much coffee. But you can also see, by the way, I've developed something interesting. I'm going to make a video on it. If I just change this energy, and I'm not saying I cured Tourette syndrome. It's still there. It's beating on me. It's like, do it, do it, do it, do it. But I got a resistance. But you see it starts coming out either way. Especially in my jaw and my nostril tick. I have to, yeah, it makes its way out. And you see me start picking at stuff like that. You can't fight it. You can try, but it oozes out of every fucking wound. Let me tell you. So it's just sometimes easier to go along with the flow instead of trying to act like there's some better way. Or you can do what those guys are doing, I guess, which I don't know, but a lot about it. I know you can try ketamine, which I ain't fucking doing that. You can try psilocybin, which, you know, I don't mind psilocybin. I have tried it several times recreationally, and it's an interesting thing, but microdosing is something I'd not be interested in, I don't think. Ayahuasca. That's supposed to be the one-time resetter for mental health, and that's not, that's something interesting. Yeah, I'd be interested in that. You got to go down to Oklahoma and Texas, I believe, and be inducted into a tribe temporarily, or go over to Mexico, which, as we all know, is not a good idea right now. Yeah, so the other thing that I want to do is, I guess, put these, take these little posts and just right into your brain. And I guess something, when you go to tick, it'll fire and destroy the tick. Or some shit like that. It's supposed to be really interesting. But I always have a good saying. I don't, I have a brain tumor. And get this, so the doctors scanned me, which was really hard because I have Tourette syndrome to, do a scan like that. So they had to get me pretty fucked up. And lo and behold, Grant has a brain tumor. And it's not the nice kind. It's not the peaceful kind. It's the, you should get your affairs in order, Mr. Grant. So, they guess they said some shit like the better part of 6 months. And of course, I'm partying it up 9 months in, thinking there's something fucking wrong. I don't know. Maybe I'm just keep on going. I get a call and they say, so we got your scans mixed up on the diagnosis. Yours, so I forget the terms because, whatever. It's like I've been up for a while and shit and all that. But they're like, yours is, they said it's not the aggressive kind. It's the nice kind that ain't going to do much. So, I thought, oh my gosh, that's a relief. And then I thought, that guy they told he was going to live is dead. So then, somebody thought somebody they got that go ahead good card. They're good. They went home, partied up with their family. They were happy. And they didn't make it. So there's another one from the old vault. That's I have tons of these interesting tales that I'll be making videos of. I mean, I literally, to give you a little intro into what we're going to be going over, if anybody's even watched to this point, I had a stroke when I was 11. My heart has medically stopped 9 times in my life. 9 fucking times. I'm knocking on a cat's damn door here. And and that's just the tip of the iceberg for some of this shit I've been through with mental illness and Tourette syndrome and life. And I'm not afraid to share it. A lot of people are afraid to share it. But dude, you've seen the shit I do on the highway. I mean, what's the fucking difference? I go down I don't do dangerous stuff, and there's a reason I haven't had a ticket in This is 2026. Ooh, boy, I'm going on 11 years without a ticket. There you go. I don't do the knock on wood shit. But anyways, yeah. So I'm not afraid to share it, and I'm gonna share it. 'Cause, it might help somebody understand something, or it might give them some motivation or something. Is what people are. My group is telling, not my group, but my inner friends online are telling me, like, maybe you can help somebody, maybe you can inspire somebody, or show somebody something. I'm like, I don't know. Sure. I'm just moved up here. I don't got a fuckload going on. I might as well help somebody if I can. As you can see, I'm listening to some banging music. But I appreciate everybody. Everybody, I've got 1,073 subscribers, and it's very nice. I wanted to reach the 1,000 subscriber goal, and when I made that video, just wonking on that freaking Honda going down the highway, man, took him down on the top end gracefully, just that got me so many subscribers. That was a really good video, I guess. And I'm gonna try to make more of that up here. Unfortunately, we got a lot of stadies. I made a video earlier. ICE is up here, and they aren't doing much. They're sending the state troopers. I see state troopers and sheriffs parked like this at damn near every turnaround on the frickin' interstate. So where I got to do my polls and where I got to do my stuff is different now, whereas it was a couple weeks ago, man, or I mean like a month ago, 2 months ago. It's just interesting now. So you just got to be careful because I say I haven't got a ticket in 11 years, but I wasn't making a video at the time. I just got off work from Ed's, still in the solstice at the time. I get on the interstate. I I'm in a 2.4, so this isn't exactly fast, but it is a tuned 2.4, full bolt-ons, all the goodies, all that shit. And I had my own water methanol injection system I built. So I'm cranking on that bitch. I take it up to 110 miles an hour, and next thing I know, I let off, and next thing I know, cherries and berries in the rear view. I think, God, mother, I'm going to jail. So I literally start getting my shit in order, thinking of a tow company, all this stuff. And I just, I'm like, I ain't gonna bullshit this guy. So I turned my car off, put the keys up on the dash instantly, and just put my hand, tops down. So just put my hands up on the top like this. And he walks over, and he doesn't even have his hand on his gun or nothing. He is cool as can be. He's like, you can put your hands down, bro. What the fuck were you doing? And honestly, what I was trying to do was I was getting home to my mom. I had sent a welfare check out to the house and she didn't respond. And they're like, "Hey, we can't get a hold of your mom." And that's important that they get a hold of her sometimes. So, and I showed them the police call, the text, and their return call. And I'm honest with him. I'm like, man, I'm not or I'm just like, I'm not trying to fly. I'm like, I'm just trying to get the fuck home and make sure my damn mom ain't plopped over on the floor. And he goes, well, you pulled right over immediately. You were honest with me. You weren't trying to fuck me around. He's like, I'm gonna write you a warning. Don't you ever do this in my city again. And straight up let me go. He said he clocked me at 103 and a 65. Woo, shit, not a good move. So yeah, so that's about the closest I've ever come to going to jail, excluding one time. So I'm out cruising around one night, probably 3 o'clock, 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning, in my solstice, and I'm cruising up Main Street, and where I lived. I go to the Quick Trip, get myself a nice drink, fucking iced coffee, go back in, leave, see an Audi over here. So I'm leaving. Yeah, go out here. He instantly hops the fuck in, chases me to the light. We're at the light, and I know there's a damn sheriff over here and a police officer. I'm like, ah, fuck it. He ain't gonna be able to get. He's in a he's in like a big old parking lot or some shit, a tire lot. We line up at the light and and we take off. It's just some fucking standard Audi. And I swear to God, that fucking sheriff lit up immediately like he fucking knew it was gonna happen. I straight up cut out of the. I let him win. I'm like, I cut down a main street, fly into some fucking dude's driveway, cut the lights, and kill the engine. And this fucking dude comes down the same street. And I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. Fucking sheriff. Oh shit. So I kind of just hang out there for a few minutes and then take every damn back road possible home. Pull into my garage and put a fucking fan on my motor, start cooling the bitch down. So if somebody comes knocking, they ain't gonna be hot. And then like a damn week later, I'm rolling around about 8:30 at night, and I pass the Starbucks. Whoop whoop whoop! I get pulled over by a damn sheriff doing fucking nothing. I think, uh-oh. Pull in the parking lot, and it's my boy. He's pissed. He can't prove it, but he damn near he knows. I'm such an idiot. So this dude is just barking shit at me, and all of a sudden I see a local, just a local PD cruising by, and just real slow like. And he looks over, and all of a sudden he goes back to his car, and I can see him on his radio the whole time. And next thing you know, next thing I know, he comes back. He's like, "Don't do it again. Get the fuck out of my town," or some shit like that. I can't remember because I was about to bust out laughing. I am such a dick, and he was trying to be Captain Hardass, set the message. Oh my God, dude! So that cop told him basically that must have been the cop that was sitting with him that night when I launched at the light. Because they both came after us, and I guarantee he's probably like, "Fuck off with that guy, man. You can't prove it. You know it." Like, I'm so lucky. Oh shit. So yeah, so that's some good stories. That's some good stories. I got some great ones. I got some further great ones I can tell you a couple of because I'm gonna make a long video. That's just what I'm gonna do with these. Because I've got so many stories. I don't want to make a billion videos. If you want to watch it, you want to watch it. If not, it's your choice. So, my friend, best friend, my entire life. He's like a brother to me. And I'm probably 19 years old. 20. No, I was drinking because I'd figured out I was allergic to alcohol, and that's a whole nother story. So, anyways, I was old enough to drink at the time, so we're going down the highway in this new. He just bought a V6 Accord. It's a manual or an automatic, and we're taking it because he's a Honda boy. So we're taking it down the highway. He's like, "Light it up. I want to see how it goes." But he always wants me to be the fucking dude that gets it if something happens. So sure enough, I get on the on-ramp and I fucking just bang that bitch. I'm like, all right, here we go. And I take it up and I fucking pass a police officer out of his jurisdiction doing about 136 miles an hour. And I fucking light the damn brakes up pretty good. And this dude, he's gonna light me up. So he lights me up. My friend Eric's like, "So I'll come bail you out." I'm like, I straight up went, "Watch this, dude. He's out of his jurisdiction." And I was like, I guarantee he didn't even hit me either on the radar too, because he ain't got no fucking radar running like that. So, I mean, this is pre all that radar on their shit car. So, he pulls me over. He comes up to the car. He's like, "You know how fast you were going?" I said, "Oh, I think I set the cruise at 72 miles." Oh my God! I think I set the cruise at 72 miles an hour. Oh my God! Eric's over there losing his shit. And this cop is fucking pissed. Oh my gosh. This was back before I straight up had some decent respect for law enforcement. I was such a dick. And he goes, "You were going a hell of a lot faster than that." And I'm like, I don't think so. I think I set the cruise at 72. And he's about to fucking piss his pants laughing. This guy is getting bent, calling for backup. I'm just like, I straight up turned to him and said, "You're a little far from home, aren't you, buddy?" God damn it. He got fucking pissed and just straight up hit the car. Oh my god. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm a little fucked up. So, dude, yeah, I know I'm in deep shit if something goes down. So, I straight up tried to calm it down a little bit after that because he got bent. I didn't think he was going to do that. Oh my gosh, this is a great fucking morning. This is like the best morning ever. So, he knows he's fucked. He keeps trying to get me to admit how fast I was going, and I'm not gonna keep telling the cruise control. Oh my god, I'm sorry. This is like the best shit. So this guy's pissed as a motherfucker, and he just has to go about his business. He kept us there for 45 fucking minutes. Just fucking off in his car. Oh my gosh, that's like the best shit ever. It's like drunk stories for me. I laugh like a fucking idiot. Oh, this is some straight up therapeutic shit. Okay. Yeah, so that was like one of the better stories of me and Eric. And wait till I get into the stories of the 92 Miata. My very first fucking car. I buy a 92 1.6 with what we believe is cams. We don't fucking know, man. I completely fucked that car sideways with mod after mod, and it's a mess. I've got a video on YouTube of me doing donuts in the damn car for so long, and then I'm like, I'm a fucking punk at that point still, and I pull it around, and the car's going tick, 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 tick. This fucking lifter tick out of control. Holy shit. Oh, damn, that was a funny thing. So, yeah, so that car ended up getting wrecked. Some bitch decided to fucking brake check me, and those damn things don't got ABS. And I wasn't even that close. She just fucking, we were doing like 35, 40, and she just straight up, there's even, only with ABS, maybe could I have prevented that. And I fucking went underneath her damn Sequoia. Fucking totaled my fucking car. Oh, that's a whole nother fucking story after that. But then, I got a Corolla. Some fucking lady she's going down the road in the rain, and she needs to she all of a sudden needs to turn off we're going down neighborhoods. I'm heading to fucking pick up a TV, and we're going through the neighborhoods, and, she decides, I gotta stop here instead of the turning lane so she can turn down a neighborhood. I have like 2 straight fucking seconds. Go left and into traffic, or go straight and just plow into the fucking car. So I was like 50-50, and I just went boom, and I fucking T-boned her on the side and spun her car around, and my car is fucking totaled after that. It's a those things are fucking tin cans. That's, there's another accident that fucked me up pretty good. So, oh man, I've been in, yeah. So she, she's sitting there, she comes out all of a sudden. Everybody thinks, by the way, I'm going to flee the accident because I'm still in my car trying to fucking get my shit back together. They're all, "What are you doing, bud? What are you doing, bud?" I'm just like, fuck off, buddy. My car, the whole front end of my car is fucking plowed. You can't drive that shit nowhere. Okay. She gets her fucking baby out of the car. No shit. screams, "You killed my baby," who is actively crying and screaming, and she's swinging the fucking thing around by its damn ankle. Three fucking people, including an ambulance technician that just happened to pull up, tackle the fucking lady and catch her baby. And this, I don't know what happened after that. She just got hauled off. Police talked to me for a minute and sent me on home and determined that it was technically my fault. Even though she fucking locked up her tires, not in, and she could have just gone in the turning lane. But no. Why do that? That makes sense. That would be. Yes. So then I had a Volvo 240 DX. And we're going, I'm going down the road on Christmas time, coming back from Kansas City about 2 o'clock in the morning from the hookah bar, and a couple guys and a four, I'm not racist. I'm just describing it. But a couple illegal immigrants come around I think it was a Ford, not a Ford Explorer, big ass fucking thing, come around the corner. I'm coming around the corner. Lots of snow. I'm just kind of doing my thing. These guys fucking drift over my lane, and I plow into the fucking front end, their left or right front end, driver's side front end of their car. My driver's side hits their driver's side, just like this, just kaboom. Fucking locks both the damn cars up. The airbag goes off and blasts glass in my face. I get out and fucking start throwing snow in my damn face because it's on fire. And these guys get out, start screaming in Mexican, and just fucking take off. Police caught him later. Man, got no damn insurance, no nothing like that. There goes goodbye to the Volvo 240 I was going to slap a fucking Cummins diesel turbo on. Anyway, so yeah. Oh, and then here's a good story, because this is going to be a good video. So we're sitting at a stoplight in a 99 Toyota Camry. I think the XLE. Just loaded V6. Beautiful car. 280,000 miles. Cooking like a champ still. Only thing that ever happened, cracked a lifter. An easy fix. My dad worked at the Toyota dealership at the frickin' time. Biggest one where we lived. So, you know how that went. So he gets in there, blah, blah. Anyways, we're back sitting at the stoplight. My dad's sitting there. All of a sudden, he clenches up and puts his both feet on the brake and stands up and says, shit. I'm thinking, what the fuck? So I lean back like this and kabam! Fucking 53 damn miles an hour. Some fucking idiot rear ends us while he's texting his wife. Fucking slams my damn head against the dashboard. I get a TBI to my frontal lobe. That's a fucking another one for mental health for you. I fuck everything up in my back. Get out of the car, and I'm pissed. I am fucking bent. Because I get out of the car, as I'm still trying to get my shit together, my dad's saying, "Grant, come back." And, I'm pissed. I'm going to have to say, "What the fuck were you thinking?" And this dude says, "Oh, bro, my bad. I was just texting my wife, bro." And I went to go fucking swing on him and just blacked out. I woke up and they took me to the hospital, and I sued his ass back to the Stone Age. And that's another story. So that was probably my worst car accident. I've been in like a shit ton of them. Man, when I was like 6, me and my dad were out on Father's Day. We were watching trains. That's the autistic thing to do. So we're out there watching trains and shit. I loved it. And we're sitting in a big ass cataract. I'm sorry. If you guys know what's up, you know what's up. If you say, "Oh shit," we're sitting in a big ass Cadillac Eldorado. Or so I think that's what I don't even hardly remember because it fucked me up so bad. So we're sitting there. There's a baseball field here, and the train tracks are here. Parking lot comes out, tracks, and the road goes through it. And there's a long road over here. Some dude in a big ass fucking lifted GMC something comes over the fucking thing doing 70 miles an hour, catches air, and when he lands, he slams into the back of us, our rear end, right? And I still get fucked up over this. He spanned in the back end of us doing like a fuckload, like 70 something, spun us 8 goddamn times, and I fucking flew into the. I hit my head on the dashboard and flew into the fucking back seat with my seatbelt on. And this dude comes out and just starts screaming. Oh, he's fucking plastered. Fucking plastered. So I'm fucked up and screaming. My dad's trying to recollect me. Oh, that was a horrible mess. We got this drunk idiot falling around the car, and and so yeah, he got hit for a lot and a lot of shit. And he tried to play some stupid card. Yeah. So there's some good stories for getting to know Grant. I don't know what I'm going to title this video. Probably going to title it a little bit about me. But yeah, I've got some funny stories. I tell you what, that one about Ed blowing his truck up, that makes me cackle like a hyena. Fuck. But as always, this is my first video, guys, so don't be too harsh on me, please. And as always, I ask that you please support mental health awareness. Please support Tourette syndrome awareness. Because as you see, every now and then, throughout this video, I twitch. I don't have it severe. So I'm lucky. I really am blessed that I'm not like, it could be worse. When I was a kid, they classified me in the top 0.5% of cases. I mean, I had to do a thing where I jumped up and kicked my feet against my butt. Yeah, you know how fucked up, I just want to tell you one thing. You know how fucked up kids treat you when you do shit like that? Another fucking story. But anyway, so yeah, Tourette syndrome was really bad for me growing up. So I'm just fucking blessed. I got the herb to save my life. I can blaze some fucking blaze a damn Marley and have the ticks go 80% away, 75% away on a good day. Stress and all that. And, so I have a lot of sympathy for those who have it far worse than I do and have not gotten grown out of it like I did. I mean, I grew out of a lot of my shit. My vocals I grew out of, thank God. Very early. Well, not early. 14, 15. Awkward. Very awkward. We'll tell you one good useful tip. Anybody out there with Tourette syndrome, and I do not abuse this. I got, and then I'm going to let you go. But I got conspiring things from my parents growing up. From my dad, I got the good old, when kids go to make fun of you, when they go to open your mouth, break their nose. He's like, just fucking pop their nose back into their skull for them. And I'm like, why? What? And he goes, well, the next time they go to open their mouth and say something rude to you, they'll think, my God, he broke my nose. Maybe I shouldn't fucking talk to him. Here's a funny story. 3 or 4 times of that to my biggest bullies, putting them in the hospital. All the parents got together and somehow convinced the fucking school that Tourette syndrome was a fucking airborne virus. I'd been there for 3 years already. They kicked me out, suspended me, until further notice. 2 weeks later, 2 lawyers, 2 sheriffs walk on into that school, and we have a great big old assembly on what Tourette syndrome is like and why you shouldn't make fun of Grant and how it's a struggle. And all the kids go to make fun of me after that and say they're just trying to see what it's like. So I get the good idea to start saying things. Your mom's a bitch. Fuck your whore. Fuck your whore. I had to say whatever the fucking hell I wanted to say to people, and they couldn't do a damn thing about it. My teachers were mean to me. I told them whatever the fuck I thought about them. Oh, it's just a tick. Open your mouth to me. We'll see what the attorney thinks. It didn't have to be that way. If they just accepted me, I would have never grown into that thought pattern, I suppose. Because that was the advice my mom gave me. She just said the more peaceful route. Tell them what you think about them and say it's a tick. Fuck them, who cares? She got tired of coming into school. They would call her every fucking week, 3 times a week. You need to come in and deal with your son. He hit a kid. You need to come in and deal with your son. He yelled at a teacher. Your son is suspended. No shit. Your son is suspended. You dyed his hair blue for Whatever that fucking sports week all schools have. You dyed his hair blue. Well, the chlorine in the pool turned it green. That's an offensive color to the school. He's suspended for the last 2.5 weeks of school. No shit. That's how much they hated me. My mom was like, "Fine, fuck you guys. We're gonna." I took me. She's like, "I'm taking him to Worlds of Fun tomorrow," and then she did. It was good old times, brother. Good old times. Not so much, but you make what you have of it. So there's some stories about Grant. Kind of doing my thing. Talked for a good while. Made a hell of a long video. Ain't nobody gonna watch a lot of, but if they do, they'll see some funny shit. Hopefully, maybe some inspiration. Maybe a little more wind in their sails, and it ain't all that bad, you know. I grew up having Tourette syndrome, and look at me. I have a Saturn Ion red line. No, man, it's not bad, guys. Know that I always shout out Tourette syndrome awareness and mental health awareness for a reason. I've been through it. I've been through the ringer, guys. I know a lot about what it's like, unfortunately, and I came out. It's possible. So, with that, as always, please support mental health awareness, Tourette syndrome awareness. Be safe on those highways, guys. And yeah, you might check out that video. I've got a pop and bang tune on my car, and I let off next to an ICE protest by accident. Didn't see him at the time, and scared the ever loving shit out of him. Didn't mean to. Pretty damn funny though. You know, out there protesting, blocking traffic. All of a sudden, a Saturn Ion comes by. What? Oh, pop, 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 pop. They just. I just look at my rear view. Took me a second to realize what happened. Shit. All right, guys. You'll see more of these videos. I'm getting my car back in line. So with that, catch you guys later. Oop, wrong remote.